All right, the next question revolves around right to life. As Republicans, we respect all human life and regard all humans as having been created in the image of God. Illinois has become one of the worst states for protecting the rights of the unborn and has become an abortion destination for people from other states and has taken away parental notification. What have you done and what will you do to protect the rights of humans, all humans, whether unborn, elderly, or undocumented?
As an elected official to the county board really doesn't have a whole lot to say for the right to life. But in my private citizenship, that's one question when I meet St. Peter I don't want to have to answer, is what I didn't do to save the precious life. To me, life begins at conception and it goes all the way until the big guy calls us home. Every life is important. There is nothing more disgusting than when we snuff out life. We had a president, I believe it was the 44th, that was married to an African-American father and a white wife, and had they chosen to snuff out his life, we wouldn't have had, and I don't agree with his policies, but we wouldn't have had Barack Hussein Obama. So it is important that we stand as citizens in helping our community understand that there's alternate choices than to terminate an unborn child. Thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
Well, here's where the rubber meets the road. Unlike my two candidates, the other two candidates, I've actually represented McHenry County residents for 15 years in the state Senate, and I have had to vote on these issues. And I have a record on these issues. You can look it up. You can Google my name, Ballotpedia, whatever it is that you want to do. And for 15 years, I honored the Republican platform. I have voted in lockstep with my Republican colleagues on this issue. I also was the chief co-sponsor on legislation that abolished the death penalty, because if you value life, you value life. So I was very instrumental in that regard. And what would I do is to continue to talk about it, continue to bring it forward, and with your permission, I'll kind of segue a little bit. One of the major issues that people forget when they talk about these is the fact that we are then responsible for the lives of the children. The state of Illinois has 10 indictments against the director of the Department of Children and Family Services. 10. We're not doing a very good job of taking care of our single moms and the children that they've produced, and anybody who's been given up for adoption or is in the foster care system. We need to focus in on those areas and make that system better and more accountable. And we can never forget that when we talk about the issue of life. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is an issue that's important to me. This is an issue that's been important to me for many years. Back when Pam was our state senator, I sent her several letters about bills that were going to be facing her on pro-life issues, urging her to support bills and urging her to oppose bills. When I was at MCC, I was one of the founding members, and I was the first president of the Students Supporting the Right to Life. So we were on the campus there. We were an educational group. We started off one semester, we called him Larry. So we had posters showing the development of a fetus all throughout the semester, basically the 9 months of pregnancy, showing we had Larry, we had when he had his first fingernails, when he first had a detectable heartbeat. And I worked to educate people, to show them that it isn't just a clump of cells. It is a human, and the people have value. We also work to raise funds for diapers for Tri-County, and to provide assistance to food banks, and because it doesn't just stop at birth. People have value, people matter, And so we need to work to make sure that people's needs are being met. That shouldn't come through the government, though. That should come through us as citizens stepping up and helping those in need. That should come through churches. Churches should be helping the widows and orphans. That's what we're called to do. And we do an awful job of that. And so it's not the government's job to create those programs. It's our job as citizens to support those people. And that's what I have done, and that's what I will continue to do. And this is such a foundational issue. It's your view on the value of people
Time.
and whether or not they matter.